Hey, it's Brent Boyer from Adam again. So I wanted to talk today about child support and when does child support start? So we get this question a lot with divorce clients or people that never were married but are going their separate ways and they have a child together. So the question becomes, when do I have to start paying child support? And then of course there's lots of other questions that can come up with child support itself. But as far as its inception, what's the starting point? How does child support start? So child support, by definition, would mean that you live apart. So if you're still living together, there wouldn't be any child support. Now, there could be by mistake, or there's some issue where child support gets put into place and it shouldn't be. But if everybody's following the rules and things are going as they're supposed to under the law, there's no child support if you're still living together. So if you're continuing to live together, beginning stages of a divorce, or you're going your separate ways, but you're still living under the same roof, and you have a child together and you're never married, child support doesn't start until you move out. That's part of why we give this advice about, don't move out, be careful about moving out. If you're gonna move out, make sure you have a plan. So that's the deal with when it starts, and how it starts depends on what your situation is. So if you're starting a divorce case, of course, the other person can ask for a child support order at any point once you're living separately. If you're looking at never married and you go your separate ways, break up with your girlfriend, you have a child together, and then the ex-girlfriend then goes on state aid, applies for some sort of public assistance, that can trigger a child support order. It can trigger a complaint for support to be filed by the state against you. So in other words, whether the child applies for benefits, goes on some sort of state aid, the state will then have that person fill out an application. They'll want to know who the father of the child is, and then they'll start paying benefits, but then they want to be reimbursed from the father. So they'll sue the father for child support. So that's another way that child support can be started. And of course, if there's a custody case filed, that's going to trigger child support being done. Child support can be started through a divorce case, through a custody case, through a support case, paternity case. There's a lot of different paths. Those can be started. And it's important to keep in mind too, it's possible to get a child support order signed even without a hearing. So you can file a support case, a divorce case, custody, whatever it might be. You get that started. If you're living apart, it's possible to get a child support order signed right at the beginning without even a hearing. So that gives you some idea of what's out there and what can go on here. Hopefully that helps. And don't forget to like or subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. And don't forget to like the video.